Hello everybody, my name is Hexen and I would like to welcome you to the first ever video posted on the channel, Hexen Online. Today we're going to be starting a new series called TAA, Tribes Ascend Analysis. Now, I know a lot of you wanted that to be tits, ass, and alcohol. I'm sorry, that's just not the case. Maybe in the future, who knows. But for those of you who don't know, Tribes Ascend is a free-to-play game developed by Hi-Res Studios. There will be a link in the description box for you to go and grab the game. I highly recommend you do so because it is boss. So, what is Tribes Ascend Analysis? Well, we're going to be looking at specific classes with specific loadouts on specific maps. So we're going to be getting really finite into the roles that we are playing on the battlefield. Dissecting them, the strategies you're going to use, how you're going to play the role, where on the map to most effectively play the role, that kind of thing. And generally just kind of my feedback on how I think it should be played, what you should be doing, and just kind of commentary on the footage that you see in the background here. So, for this edition of TAA, I've selected the Soldier, the map is Rain Dance, the loadout is the Assault Rifle, and the Thumper DX. Now, you do not see me use the Thumper DX at all, I believe, in this gameplay video. I'm more of a purist, and to be honest, where I'm fighting on the map, the Thumper DX does not lend itself to be the most effective weapon, in my opinion. The Assault Rifle is just more flexible, you can pick off more enemies. Now, if we got pushed back to the valley that's in the middle of Rain Dance, that's where the Thumper DX would come into play. You have those two big steep slopes that create walls when the players are skiing or when they are climbing up the walls. They make perfect splash damage targets, and the Thumper DX comes in extremely useful in that regard. But today, the class and the position that we're going to be playing is the Aggressive Midfielder. That's right, we are sitting in the midfield and we are annoying the piss out of these two infiltrators right here. And that is your main goal, is to harass and peel people away off of the enemy's defense. You want to shoot the Doombringer's force fields, you want to shoot the Doombringer if there is a Doombringer on the flag, the Hoff, the heavy on flag, and you want to take people off of base defense and off of their attack runs to deal with you. You want to be that annoying son of a bitch that sits in the midfield, takes pot shots, and kills off pretty much anyone that comes along. As you can see right now, it is very effective. I have 3 people on me at once. Here you go, here's number 3. Bye-bye. Excellent, excellent. Now, the weapon that I'm choosing to play with, just the basic assault rifle, you don't generally tend to see people play with this a lot. They're mostly running around with the Thumper or the Spin Fuser as the secondary unlock to the Soldier class. But the assault rifle can be pretty beastly if you know what to do with it, how to lead your targets, and can aim with any sort of proficiency. I think I can take it out right here. It's coming. They're going to double team me. Oh, there I go. But you know what? We just come right back. We start doing the same thing. And that's the beauty of having a classified role. You know, a direct role, something that you're fulfilling, is you know what you're supposed to be doing at any given situation, in any given point in time. You are meant to sit in the midfield and harass. You want to take people off their flag stand to make it easier for your runners, and you want to take people off of their attack runs so that your own base stays defended and intact. And right here you just see me firing at the flag stand, taking pot shots. Here comes somebody that obviously is annoyed. He's on his own attack run, and he's not going to make it. I will have none of that. Sorry. Thank you for the juicy pickup. Something else you should be doing, dropping tactical strikes. You saw me earlier dropping a tactical strike. Never put the laser on where you want to strike. You always want to charge the laser on a different piece of terrain before you drag it to the area you want. This does a couple things. It allows you to be more flexible with where you want the strike to actually go, and it makes the enemy unaware of where the strike is going to fall because you're moving it around. You're not sitting there pointing the laser at a single spot for 3 or 4 seconds, you know, whatever it takes. They're going to figure it out. They're going to know where that's going to fall. So you always want to charge it somewhere else on the ground in front of you or off to the side, and then drag it to the actual spot where you want it to drop. Another thing with Rain Dance, generally you want to be sitting in between these two turrets as long as they're destroyed. If the front turret is up, you want to move either to the left or the right hand side. If the second turret is up and the first turret is not, you want to be right on the bridge. You want to be on the ridge of that valley there, and playing on the bridge, shooting into the valley as people use it to gain speed, harassing people as they come up the enemy hill. Once they get past the valley, it is no longer your responsibility to go after those players. It then becomes the responsibility of the defensive midfielder. So once they move past that valley, don't worry about them. They're gone. They have no relevance in your playstyle anymore. Something else to be aware of. The two sides, the right and left hilltop, are perfect for harassing. Right here you see me pulling back. That first turret goes back online. The second turret comes back online here in a second, so you see me move over to the left-hand side. Now, the left-hand side I prefer over the right-hand side hill, just because it's closer to the flag stand. The right-hand side you have to shoot over the top of the base. You're further away, you generally can't land those hits on the Hoff as easily, and you're going to get more opponents on the left-hand side. The flag stand is just a more juicy target to shoot at. Right here you see me taking out some force fields. I believe I take out the Hoff. He falls down there, and I believe I get him here. Yep, he's down. And you are fulfilling your job perfectly if this is what you're doing. You are not meant to go in and be the assaulting class. You are meant to be a distraction. You are meant to pull people off of the flag stand. If you run in and die, you're not doing your job. You're wasting your time and you're wasting your team's time, because they're going to kill you and it's not going to matter. So you want to stay right here in the midfield. Here's the last kill. I get it on a heavy here. He was shelling our base and he is down. So let's actually look at the loadout I was playing with today as the aggressive midfield soldier. Personally, I feel the soldier is one of the best classes to take full advantage of this playstyle. He's a nice balance between light and heavy. He's got the mobility of the light and a little bit extra health to help you soak up some damage. The weapon that you saw me playing with exclusively today was the assault rifle, and you get people on both sides. Some people say that it sucks, other people say that it's lame because it's not a tribe's purest weapon, but it does have its trade-offs. You have to be able to aim with it, and you have to be able to lead your targets effectively. If you can't, you're just going to suck with it. You're better off picking the spin fuser. For the secondary, generally with a projectile automatic weapon, you want an explosive secondary. Thumper DX complements the assault rifle nicely. You didn't see me use it in this video, but it is best used indoors or in situations where you can put terrain behind your enemy so you can land that splash damage. The grenade, I tend to pick the AP anti-personnel grenade just because it does more damage to human targets. You're not going to be firing at turrets, you're not going to be firing at the generator, so the AP grenade works the best in my opinion. For the pack, I like the utility pack the best because it gives you that extra 100 health. It's really a toss-up though. You can go with the energy pack if you want to be more mobile, if you want that little bit extra energy. It really depends on how you want to play the aggressive midfielder. For the perks, I decided to go with Looter because you're going to be dry firing a lot. You're going to be expending a lot of rounds to distract enemy players. You're going to be shooting at force fields, you're going to be shooting at the Hoff, and you're not going to be hitting all your rounds, and you're not going to be getting kills constantly. So getting that extra ammo with the pickup is absolutely essential. For my second perk, I decided to go with Survivalist because you're on the enemy side of the map. You're going to be soaking up more damage, so you want something to be able to, regen your health. My name is Hexen. This is how you play the aggressive midfielder. If you liked, be sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.